Hey, greetings. Good morning. Well, it is kind of for me, not really. It is, Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I am running 10 minutes behind schedule, but doing more and more, getting more and more involved. I'm going further and further down that rabbit hole of streaming. And now that I'm multi-platforming, greetings everybody on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. It's me, 5XP. Plan today is to, I think we started these guys and then kind of got a bit distracted. Oh, and then Aziz is gonna switch up on us. If you don't know, Aziz is my hapless cameraman, and I blame everything on him. So these Star Wars Legion Mandalorian guys. So we did a little bit of their underlayment, and now we're probably gonna go on and get the details done. But before I get into that, mail day. Got stuff in the mail. So I can talk KDM first. I got my last frozen person. I got Galanthus and can't remember all the other ones, but I'm really excited to have all 4 frozen survivors now. I absolutely adore this whole setup with them like freezing, like, you know, like blushed cheeks and everything. I love that. I think their simplistic wraps, lanterns and daggers, all just, I love the vibe of that. But I'm loving this bit, a new lantern. I'm really excited about this one. So a new lantern. Come on, Aziz. Focus. Aziz, focus. Thank you. The furnace lantern. So it has no affinities. Oh no, it does. Red up. I have my finger over it. And it has any red affinity completed on the gear grid. Gives you on arrival gain 2 strength tokens. 2 strength tokens if the gear this points to is heavy. Probably not gonna do too much early in the game, right? Because you're not gonna have a lot of heavy stuff early. So unless you're fighting Gorm and you get maybe an armor piece early, maybe this is a lantern for when you're fighting Gorm. But it's whenever you move on the hunt board, gain +1 survival if you're insulated. Now, if I recall, before it was what, 3 pieces is considered insulated, but I'm getting a new card here, Living Glossary. It says it's 6 or more gear cards. That can't be right. That grant you armor points. That can't be right, because you get 5 gear slots for armor locations. You have to have 5 gear, like a full set and an accessory that grants you armor points, right? Am I thinking that? Am I doing that wrong? Is the math wrong? Am I not mathing? Is it too early? Hold on. Do. Yeah, I don't think that's accurate. It can't be accurate. Anyway. And then, ooh, Death King armor. This bust looks baller, just absolutely killer. And I've noticed they started to put tape on the boxes. Very official, right? Tamper-proof little tape on the corners there. But yeah, I don't know if you've seen, go over to the shop.kdm or kingdomdeathmonster.com and check out this one. I don't know if it should still be up on. It should still have some stock. This bust looks awesome. Can't wait to get that one going. And I got another recipe card in the mail. I've got 3, and these are all now duplicates. Yeah, I order a lot. Sorry, not sorry. So I think I'm gonna try to find somebody that is also going to Gen Con. See if I can't come up with some trades, some swip swaps on some KDM recipe cards. Also went out and got some cool effects bits, because I have carry the 5. I have least 3 units of Star Wars Legion Imperial snowtroopers, some snowies, plus, you know, any other units that I'm going to put in the snow. And so I've been looking at different ground effects for the bases, since I'm not going to do premium bases on those kinds of things. Like these, I probably 3D printed this one, but yeah, like this is not a regular base. What is a regular base? I don't even think I have an regular base. Do I? Ah, here we go. There's a regular base. There's nothing to it, right? It's just a base. Very boring. So I got these things. So this is Winterfell Plains Crackle Paint by Green Stuff World. No, they do not send it for free. No, this is not an advertisement. I just saw some really awesome tutorials, which I wish I could reference, but I don't remember where I saw them. But this Crackle Paint is going to look really great as far as snowy bits. And then this Vallejo Game Color Special Effects Frost. This stuff looked awesome. So the plan with this is light blue bases, some PVA glue, kind of to create like some ridges, and then douse this stuff on it. And it does that like crackly frost look. So I'm totes excited to get those some use, because I have way too many of those darn snowies, those Legion snowy guys to do. I'm gonna batch the crap out of them. What else? All right, last thing. So I think it was a month ago or so, I got what was supposed to be my pledge from Chronicle brushes in Australia, and they didn't send me my dry brushes. Sent them a note. They said, "Oh, we're sorry, missed that. We'll send them right out." So I got that package over the weekend, and they sent me the kitty versions. They sent me what's called like the mini, what is it, tiger, or the kid tiger dry brush set. So my hands are not, they're not small, they're not large, but they sent me the wrong ones. They're supposed to have full-sized ones. These are for kiddos, or, you know, if you're just looking for small brushes. I'm not. So I sent them a message again. They already sent it out. I feel bad because that's the second time they got this wrong. I'm just, that's frustrating. So I'm looking forward to getting these because these brushes look fantastic. So this is a medium round, and the texture it's not as stiff as their Teclon. Well, maybe it is about the same stiffness. Maybe I just have to work it in a bit. But they're supposed to be designed more for speed paints, contrast paints, things like that. So, I mean, I'm sure my kids will get lots of use out of these, for maybe I'll do some slap chop stuff with them. But darn it, you know, it's just like, I want my stuff. You know, it's too bad because I have a lot of stuff I could use these on. I probably will give, even if in their stubby little status, I probably will use these to give my Dragon King webbing on his wings a bit of a highlight, since it's having it out on the table for the last couple weeks, it definitely feels plain, right? There's no contrast between the webbing, the thin webbing, and, you know, the rest of the dragon. It's all gray, 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 just blah. It's a big no thanks, right? I don't like plain. All right, so painting wise, I think all these are going to get the same kind of treatment. All of these guys are going to get the same kind of treatment. They're going to get, well, if I don't break them. So gray armor, with blue accents for the night owls, right? The good guy. What's her name? Crease? Kate Sackhoff's character? What the heck? I can't even remember her name at the moment. What the heck is her name? Anyway, the good guys. But you see them in the Mandalorian TV show. So the good guys. So these guys are all going to get the same motif. This is the one I'm going to use for Sackhoff's character. She actually did the voice of the character as well. I can't remember her name. Somebody help me out. Come on. Gimme. Anyway, so she's got the dark saber. But I forgot to put the undercoat on her, so she might be last today. Then we've got this one who I was working on. This is evil. This is a ne'er-do-well. So this is Rook Cast. So this is like Gar Saxon's like lieutenant. She is in kind of purpley reds. And I've got an assortment of goodies. So I think I'm gonna start with her. Did I finish her boots? Kind of. All right, so I'm gonna probably start with her, get her going. She's got a real bright yellow-orange visor area, like the glow in the recess of her visor is kind of like yellowish orange. And then these little streaks on her helmet are kind of like a light orangish pink red kind of color. But her armor is going to be this. Edge highlighting is going to be this. Go from there. Right. Anyway, glad to have all you here today. But it is just chatting and chilling and painting and having some fun. Which to start with? Probably the speed paint. So this is Moon Lake Coral. I really like the way this is going. Oh, hopefully we'll hit these recesses and really pool down here. That would be lovely. I'm also going to go ahead and do her whole helmet as well. Shoulder pads, wrist pads, chest plate, all of it in this. And then once it dries, I'll be going over it, edge highlighting with this and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I have been using these these are from Chronicle paints, or Chronicle brushes, paints, whatever, in Australia. The fibers are intended to be, I guess, a bit more friendly with all those speed paints and contrasts that just curl the ever-living piss out of your brush, right? Get a nice brush and it just curls the crap out of it after 2 uses. To that I say, nay, nay. I say, nay, nay. Yeah, I don't see really what I need to worry about here. Just your knee pads, shin pads, these things. Yeah, let's see what happens. Got to start somewhere, right? Right. So look at that color. It's a great color. Man, that's just excelente. And I need it to pool. That is a fantastic color. Exactly what I'm looking for. And the edging is going to be red. So the rims all red. What are you guys painting right now? I've got just tons of Legion I gotta do. But that is excellent. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do that little bit right there, if that needs to be kind of brown. I've got a good photograph. Let's do that brown. So she's got a lot of like belts and straps and things to keep all her stuff on. Those I'll probably do as like a darker brown. I love this color. Remember, these are just tabletop wargaming, guys. These aren't anything I really care too much about. It's just so if they're nice and bright, you can tell them from 6 feet away, and you win. Now, unless you dump a bunch of paint where it's not supposed to be. Yeah, mail day was a good day today. I got so much good stuff. You know, it's kind of hard to be excited about painting 30 stinking snowies. But when you get to play with all the bases, then it starts getting exciting for me. You guys know how much I like doing cool base stuff. So my boy watches all the, Clone Wars TV shows, so he knows all these characters. So I always get a big kick out of when he comes home and be like, "Oh, you did so-and-so, nice job on the helmet," or whatever. What I strive for. It's my purpose in life. I am currently still talking about what the hell I'm doing for, if I'm going to do anything for the Gen Con painting competition this year. Oof. I'm struggle busing on what the heck I could do. I've got so many stinking pieces of plastic to paint. So I'm still waiting for you guys to say what I should do, like make the decision for me. It's gotten super warm over here in Indiana over the last week or so. don't know what the weather's doing in your neck of the woods, but I'm digging the spring-like weather. Hope all these piles and piles of snow stinking melt. That'd be nice. It's still, you know, Arctic drift central outside right now. I'm sure the mail lady's probably still ticked at me for not completely clearing the side of the street. You're like, sorry. Technically, I didn't do any of that. I'm gonna blame anyone. To blame my eldest, who wanted a couple bucks. Said, hey, you want some money? Go, go shovel my driveway. And they did. They did. Couldn't believe it. Might be the first year I haven't done it. So that's something I get to look forward to, I guess, years to come. Is that, you know, somebody else is gonna do it for me. Not the reason you have kids, but a bonus. Worked on where we might be going for spring break. That's always kind of fun, you know, ish. It's expensive as hell, and it's not just you and your girl. And I got 5 kids to feed. No. I don't know what I'd do if I had 5. Send them to the mines. I have no idea what I'd do if I had 5. I only have 3. It's a good, nice, good number. Bit heavy on the pooling right there. Uh-oh, did I lose my camera? I think I have, because I'm over here and my camera says I'm not. There we go. Actually learned how to do that. How to deactivate and reactivate. Get that thing going again. Learn something new every day. Didn't know if I'd have to ever use those triage skills of mine, but whatever. At least now I don't. At least now I know I don't have to like stop the stream, start it all over again. That would be a pain in the bootay. So yeah, I've got to get the panels on her back. Come on, Aziz, what you doing? So yeah, she's got little 6 panels on the... What are you looking at, Aziz? Man, this camera guy sucks. But this purple is exactly what I'm looking for. That's a good feeling when you find the right color. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to think about the design on her jetpack. What will that be? Good question. Any idea? What does Rookcast's jetpack look like? Does anybody know? I don't want to get any paint in the visor crevice. If I do, I just have to get some white back in there. Yeah. There are worse things. Yeah, it's not my favorite job, but she's looking a lot better. I'm tempted to just color her whole stinking jetpack purple and then just play with the edits or the highlights. Let's see, I will do that. I'm just going to I'll leave the tips and the exhaust. And I'll paint the rest kind of gray. And I think the rest of the, like the Shadow Collective Girl Mandos, the hell are those? The Death Watch, are the same kind of purple. Or at least that's the way I'm gonna do it. And just as far as I think as far as canon wise. And if they're not, mine will be unique. I know my boy will he doesn't have a, what is it, a rebel army. My friend does. My friend's got rebels. But my boy will just use these as probably proxies for something. Since he's... Actually, I will be using these. Bad guys, at least. Because my boy is clone army. So I'll be using these evil people, these ne'er-do-wells, as I keep calling them. But the owl people, these night owls, the good guys, which I'll be painting as well, he'll be using those. Did everybody check out the Kingdom Death game we had on Friday? That was a doozy. Holy cow. I've never... Well, I've only fought a couple level 3 dragons, but I had no idea we were going to take it down that fast. That was impressive. Even for me. Like, but I almost didn't know what to do with the rest of the stream. I'm like... Well, they've done 2 hours. How are we going to fill the other 2 hours? We ended up just doing an hour of chitty chat stuff, settlement phase, and then called it. But this week, I have a feeling Blue Knives is gonna want to play a level 3 Croc. I don't think it's gonna be as entertaining, but hey, you know what? We'll indulge him. Because we haven't fought a Croc in a while, have we? So right now I'm switching to black. This is contrast paint. Which one is it? It is Black Templar. Good old Sarastro weapon color. This one I like for weapons. And for the underlayment that we've been using, we've actually been using the speed paint version of black, which is Grim Black. Yeah, Grim Black. So we're doing weapons, Black Templar, underlayment, and Grim. And I think the Grim ends up being a bit grayer. Felt more wetsuity, dry suit, whatever. I don't know, let me know what you think. Should I have switched it up or whatnot? But I think that will be blacker than the gloves, which is what I'm looking for. But I think I missed part of the under. I'm looking at her back and I'm seeing a white. I think I need to go back with the black underlayment for that area. Whoops. But yeah, welcome everybody on Kick and YouTube. My expansion to multi-stream efforts and whatnot. Testing all these things out, so if something doesn't look quite right, say something! And, you know, if you feel like it, if you like what you see, you can always hit that like, follow, subscribe, whatever it is on your platform. And you'll have my eternal gratitude. I appreciate everybody. Yeah, apparently I was not paying attention when it came to her upper body around her neck. Oh, I just got a glancing hit on the helmet that I just finished. Of course. Yeah, it looks like battle damage. Not quite a Bob Saget moment. It'll be fine. I think right now, what I need to do is probably the dark brown straps. I should be batching all these sons of guns, but I want to get her done because she's evil. Like the fruit of the devil. So yeah, we'll isolate her and then we'll batch all the good guys. Whoops, that was too much. Let's see. Oh, my ferrule is loose on this. Oh, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. I have extras. Actually, these are Chronicle brushes as well. So Chronicle is, I don't know, I think they might be doing another Kickstarter soon. I like supporting them. I like what they're doing. Like they did a, what am I saying? The Kolinsky Sable brushes, you know, that sometimes they're hard to find. They did a whole series of them. Then they did Wolf Bristle, which is this one. I don't think the Wolf Bristle works very well with acrylic, or not acrylic, but like speed paints and stuff. Which is why I was really interested when they said they were coming out with a brush that was more suited for the kind of newer non-acrylic paints. Yeah, thanks everybody for the views. Let me know what you guys are thinking about what I'm doing right now. These are the Star Wars Legion Mandalorian peoples. This is Rook Cast of the Shadow Collective. She's special. She's like a lieutenant. Right now I'm going over her kind of leather strap stuff. Am I actually not actually liking how dark this is? I have two new favorite dark, actually maybe three. I have three. As far as leather goes, I am in love with anything I could get that simplifies the process. I think is something I go for because I am not pro painter. I'm eBay pro painter. I'm way better than eBay pro painter, but I'm not multi-layer dudes. So hardened leather has that real orangey eyes and dark brown deep lows for the recesses. I'm in love with this for actual leather. But brown straps contrast, so wildwood or satchel brown. I'm gonna go wildwood. I just don't think the oak brown is deep enough for me right now. I want it to really be dark. Over under on me spilling this bottle. I want to see those bets. Tipping this pot over. Good at that. Yeah, that's a lot darker. That's way better. At least it's better for what I wanted. Yeah, that's a lot better as far as the darkness that I'm looking for. I did have a lot of what do you want? It's not overspray with brushes, but a lot of these belt straps are completely covered in black. When I was a bit wild with the underlayment. Is anybody here going to Gen Con? Did you get your badge over the weekend? It's not like you have to get it instantly. But as soon as I got the email, I was like, ching, done. I absolutely had to. And then we got Hotel Lottery. I actually don't know when that is. When is Hotel Lottery? Does anybody know when that is? It's obviously after Badge Reg, but... So I gotta have my ticket ready for that, otherwise my mates will be ticked with me. I don't have a spot for badge registration or a Hotel Lottery. So all of us go in together. Hotel registration sucks. Rage with me if you agree. Rage! And I mean, I like that they do the whole reserving spots, you know, so like ticket scalpers can't go out and just buy a bunch of hotels or whatever. I have no idea if that would work. Sitting on a gold mine. But man, there's a lot of people that want to go to Gen Con and not everybody can get a hotel. I understand that. So you gotta put them out there for lottery style. And I understand why they have to do the whole here's your time slot crap. Save their servers from exploding. Buy better servers. I have all my group, my gaming group. We all just sit there on Sunday, or well, no, what is it? You get your time, like in the AM, like 1 AM or something on Sunday. You wake up, you see when your time slot is. We all share it, like, hey, I got 10 o'clock, woohoo! So that's the one person that sits there at the time and like click, 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 click. And everybody's on Discord. Well, what's available? I was the guy that got the early time slot last year, so we were able to get the J-Dub. We love the J-Dub. What's the Marriott? The big wall of glass over by Victory Field, which has a nice skywalk access to the convention center. So that one does well for us every year. We're happy with that. There's a couple others that we like too, but that one is our winner typically. It's not the cheapest. It's not the cheapest, but we like it. Got a lot of good memories. You guys got a favorite hotel for Gen Con? Or is it just anything with skywalk access is my favorite? You can get something close without skywalk access. The problem is, like, if it's hot, like blistering Indiana heat, humidity, nastiness, miserable crap, like it can be in August. That's awful. That doesn't mean it won't be nice. Then if it rains and you gotta carry like all your board game stuff, like if you're hosting a game or you've got your Star Wars Legion army and you gotta take it to your event, going out in the rain sucks. Which is why Skywalk rules. They have a couple parking garages where if you're driving into town, you can get a nice parking spot. And it has the skywalk access. So you're not like, you don't have to have a hotel downtown to get, you know, skywalk. It's not like that's the end all be all. I remember, how long ago was that? Maybe 10 years ago. No, it was before COVID. We ended up staying at the Le Pinta downtown, and you know, we're what, like 30-year-olds. It was, well, a couple of us are a lot older. We had two people that were older. They hated it. That was like freaking ridiculous. It was like doing a marathon, every, 2 times a day for them, and it was bleeping hot as hell. So that was miserable for them. For them. Shoot, I forgot a couple things here. Forgot the armor piece there. Forgot the strap there. Yeah. Missed some stuff here as well. Oh my goodness. All right, got it. Now for the last strap that I missed. But yeah, Gen Con, it'll be here before you know it. I know it's silly, but like, dude, it's February. Yes, it is. It's prep time. And if you're not ready, it will sneak the hell up on you. Then you're like, oh crap, where am I gonna stay? Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. That's why you make sure you go with a bunch of mates. You get some fallbacks if you screw up or forget. Oh shit, I thought I saw someplace I missed. Ah, there. There we go. She's coming together. I do need to get the white. Or visor. So that little E or Y visor bit. I gotta get some stuff in there. Whoa, it's a lot. Shoot. But I gotta get this real wet so that I can let it cool into that recess by itself without actually being able to do much. Might probably have to do a couple layers. Yay! No fat fingers, or no absolute blotching it. Huzzah! It's great when stuff works, isn't it? And I missed another strap. Gee, many Christmas! Gotta be kidding me! This is ridiculous. Oh, that's why it's mostly just covered with black. Yep, there you go. Beautiful. And then I just realized I missed some things on the guns. It's okay, it's what I do. I did not get the pistol grips black. There we go. Yeah, it looks good. All right, what's left for her is I gotta let the white in the helmet dry. This is gonna be the edge highlighting on all the armor bits. I need to make sure those edges pop. This is for the stripes on her helmet. So the middle and side stripes are going to be this. It's not orange, it's not red, it's not pink, it's its own color. And then actually I have to come in here with red, like dark red. What can I do with that? Maybe dragon red? Yeah, I think dragon red. Then realize my mic's been off the whole time. I'll see you in just a few. Just gonna do a quick little break. All right, we're back. All right, so far, just working on Rook cast here. Let me get up a little closer. Come on, Aziz, focus. Not really helping, Aziz. Come on. There we go. I think it's really, her visor is really going to make it pop. So I still have to get the top. Getting a little laggy there, aren't we? Did have a camera quit on me earlier, so maybe deactivating that and reactivating. Yeah, it didn't like that. I don't know. All right, so the stripes on the top of her helmet. Let's get those done. Yeah, welcome everybody on YouTube and Kick. Still working on this multi-stream process, seeing how this thing works. Let me know what you guys think. And if you feel like it, hit that sub. Hit that like. I don't know, hit all the bells and whistles. And don't forget to check out the video series on YouTube for the Kingdom Death gameplay that we have on Fridays. Later today, I'm gonna get the game on from Friday up there. Actually, you know what? It might be up there as a live in the live category, and then when I edit it down, I'll replace it. So you don't have all the like the what is it, streaming breaks and crap. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Probably will need a layer or two, but maybe I should have put a little white down before I did that. That's not too bad. But yeah, I need lots of layers. So is he's gonna focus on this for you? Of course not. He didn't get his paycheck this week. Gonna take it out on you. Just getting more layers. Come on, Aziz. Yeah, it's just not, it's not bright enough, is it? Actually, if OBS is looking like things are hiccup. So I'm gonna take a moment to triage some things, see if this looks right. Are you guys getting all kinds of weirdness on your end? Yeah, apologies everybody. Not sure what's really going on right now. My OBS is crashing. A couple other things are Yeah, they're not looking green across the board as they were earlier. So, whoopsies. Yeah, well, whatever. It is what it is. I do want to make sure these things are green for you guys. Bitrate looks good on Twitch. Yeah. Okay. I can do what I can do. That's not much. I'm not sure actually how those platforms handle like crashes, like OBS crashes. Does it just pick up? Does it assume it was a crash, or does it assume it was an end handler or something? I don't know. I can just do my thing and hope it figures it out. All part of the teething, the growing pains of trying to learn how to do multi-platform streaming. But I'm digging. Totes digging. The helmet. So let's get in there. Let's get in there and put the yellow and oranges. Yeah, I can't get in there. There we go. So right now I got to work on the visor. So I want yellows first. Actually, you know what? That might, Ugandan yellow might be perfect for this. No, it's Cassandra. Well, I don't know. It's either this or Ugandan yellow. What's going on? Thanks for the views, guys. Thanks for dealing or standing by on the technical issues today. Holy cow. Yeah, appreciate it. I think I might just be able to throw Ugandan yellow in there and it'd be okay. Working on Rookcast, Star Wars Legion, Shadow Collective box. Get back here. This stuff has a very, like, two-tone look to it when it's all said and done. So I put it in real nice and heavy, and then I'll just start wicking some away. So right now it's real heavy orange, but as I pull away, like the real heavy thick stuff, the yellow really kind of pops out. I don't know if you can see that so well. Come on, Aziz. Focus. No, not there. Aziz hates you. So it's still pooling. Let's get rid of that. Holy cow, that is fantastic. I love how And in yellow does that. So it leaves the orange where it pools and the bright yellows where it's thin. So it gives a very glowy look to it. Exactly what I was looking for. Are we calling Rook done? I am. Rook cast complete. Yay. Alright, is all my crap on all the other systems looking better? I have greens, green bit rates, yay! Alright, so this is the only bad guy I have planned for the day. I'm very pleased with the way she's looking. I got a bunch of good guys. They're good mercenaries. So these guys, my boy once painted. Shoot, I just lost it. Night Owl? Night Owl? It's the Bo-Katan. That's who it was. That's the name I was looking for earlier. Bo-Katan, Kreese, whatever. This is her mini. It's got the dark saber. I know this is supposed to be Sabine Wren, but my boy doesn't want Sabine Wren. He wants Night Owls. So he's not going to get Clan Wren, he's going to get Clan Kreese, or the Night Owls, or whatever. So blues and grays could be pretty simple. Thought about just batching these guys up with some speed paints. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm already seeing where I might have missed some. Well, these guys are not going to play nice in their putty. I don't know, maybe I could do some speed paints, get these things done out the door faster. I'm trying to think. I think she's the only one I care about as far as livery. And I think everybody else can just be boring, right? Just be standard old, whatever, you know, blues and grays. I don't think, well, that might not be true. What do you guys think? I think there are two people. I'm trying to remember their names. I have a bunch of JPEGs saved on my desktop. Oscar Reeves, Axe Woves, Cosca Reeves. Yeah, I think those are like the two people that are like always hanging out with Bo-Katan. They might have a special livery as far as helmets. Like this Axe guy has a gray, you know, stripe with dark gray on his helmet. Shouldn't be too hard. Cosca, yeah, they look for the most part the same. It's just where to paint the blue, where to paint the gray. So it's dark gray, light gray, blue, and then of course Bo-Katan has the white, the special extra stuff. So yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Right, so I need to pick two minis to be those people. Alright, so we know who this is. Now, do they have special weapons? Did one of them have like pistols, or is it blasters? Looks like one uses like a whip or something. Like a grappling hook out of their wrist blaster. The man uses a pistol. One pistol. I think I'm gonna do this guy. This guy looks cool. So I'll paint this guy special. And then we need a lady. Let's see. Who are my ladies? This is one. That's one. That's one. That's one. I don't know. What do you think? This one's kind of leadery. I think this one would work. I've got a photo of her. Well, she doesn't really have this belt kind of thing. Maybe this is somebody else. She double pistol? She is double pistol. Actually, and I think it would be kind of cool if the two kind of lieutenants were up in the air, right? Yeah, let's do that then. So we'll set these three aside. And then these guys are gonna get the same thing. So we'll batch the crap out of them. And they're all on semi-premium bases, probably ones I 3D printed. So let's get the brown for satchels, holsters, gray for the chest, gray for the helmet. All right, let's do it. Let's do the I think I'm gonna do all the belt pieces. Oh, what am I talking about? I'm doing the armor. Do you guys play Star Wars Legion? Is this a unit you use a lot? A lot of the stuff my boy gets, or wants to get or play with, isn't necessarily like a meta, like a something you would necessarily put in your army. But it's just he wants me to paint it in special livery, so it'll look good on the table, right? I'm wondering if this would be better just to batch these suckers with speed paint and move on. And just paint livery stuff on top of it all. It's not like a big deal to paint in acrylics. thinking time management is all. Is anybody watching the Olympics? We had the Olympics on a lot this weekend. Just had it on in the living room. You know, just had it on all day, and if you wanted to sit down and watch it, you could. Nothing super fancy. We weren't looking at any specific sports. We watched some figure skating. We watched some downhill skiing. We watched... What else did we watch? Some speed skating. That was pretty cool. Yeah, the speed skating was really cool. It just looks like they're not even trying. And as a skater, I know that's not it. They, you know, they're pushing hard and they're just non-stopping. Right? It just looks like they're not trying. And it's always funny because there are two of them on the ice at the same time, and one of them always is leading and the other one's just kind of letting them go, and you're just like, aren't you supposed to try to keep up and try to, you know, win? But they're not really racing each other, they're racing themselves. So it just feels weird sometimes when you're watching that. What else did we watch? I'm trying to think what other Olympic-y things we watched. I know I'm excited for men's hockey. I haven't even looked at the schedule as far as when that starts. Yeah, I have no idea when that starts. Of course, it's in Italy, so it's all not on my time schedule. But I know my teammates were all like saying if the US and Canada go to the finals again, they're gonna raid my house, go downstairs and watch the game, whether I'm here or not. I was like, oh, that's nice. Come on in, the door's open. Aziz really is getting on my nerves today. He is not wanting to focus at all. Come on. Come on, camera dude. Is there a single sport you guys are interested in? always find the, was it triathlon? The one where they have to ski and shoot? Or biathlon? Obviously. I was trying to figure out what the third obstacle was, but yeah, biathlon. I'm always fascinated by that one. How you can possibly steady the gun or whatever, you know, when your heart's going 8 million miles an hour after having a ski or thinking hill. That's insane to me. Like, that's a real athlete right there. I don't know what you think, but all right, that's what I think. I find that fascinating. What other Winter Olympics are there that people are big fans of? Like downhill skiing, like slalom. That's a cool one. Like, what else is out there? Maybe that's what I need to do after the stream, is just go and look at, you know, all the sports. What all the categories. And find out what would be fun to watch. Oh, there's curling, right? Our northern neighbors love curling. It's this darts on ice. Right? Not really my thing, but I know a lot of people like those kinds of, what the heck is it? What do they call it in Indiana? Beanbag toss. Yeah, I got no respect for it. Oh, they call it cornhole. Yeah, they call it cornhole. It's like a, oh my god. That's really awful. You know, go to the outhouse and throw things into the hole with the rest of the refuse. Right. Yeah, I'll be over here eating a hot dog. Enjoy. Not for me. Doesn't mean no one else can enjoy it. Go right ahead. It's not for me. And that's fine. What about the backs? The backpacks. That's probably all gonna be gray too. How boring. It's just painting gray. I've got to get a lot of stuff primed this week. I've got so much stuff I need to get done. Or at least just to have ready for the stream. Yeah, my snowies, all those snow troopers I gotta get done, or want to get done. Thought about even priming my Oathsworn miniatures, because I didn't buy the armory pack. I just bought, you know, just the regular. So I don't have miniatures. I got, should call it standees for all the bad guys. Just didn't really feel like getting another game with a load of thinking minis. Especially, I wasn't a big fan of the minis either. I'm done with that guy. It's base. But now I kind of want to go and do it with contrast on another one, just to kind of get a compare and contrast. What would he be? Occultist cloak? Yeah, probably. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. If you feel like it, hit that like, subscribe, follow button. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Gotta figure out what my next contest is. What my next, like, giveaway. What my next giveaway is. Whether it's KDM, or if it's board game related, or if it's paint related. Oh, Aziz, you did not. You little jerk. Look what you did, you little jerk. Let's try a cultist cloak, see how that rolls. Uh-oh, multi-tool. Where is it? I like both the Cloudburst Blue and Occultist Cloak when it comes to grays. The blue tint from Cloudburst is real nice, Clark. Again, yeah, I think we're probably going to run into the typical problem with speed paints on flat surfaces. Yep, so we're not going to be able to do that. It's going to be acrylics. And that's fine. It's cold and it's dry here. He'll dry out. That's too bad. So much. So there's like a 2 or 3 week break for the NHL. Well, all their big players, except for Russians, because they're banned from being bad. So, I mean, I feel bad for some of the athletes, but not really. So sorry to all my Russian viewers. That's a too bad, so sad. Break the rules. Deal with consequences. Only my son could learn that. Alright. Hey, Aziz is waking up. I'm not sure if this will be blue, but anything that is blue will be like something that I paint on top of. so I'm not too worried about any armor livery on these generic peoples. Generic peoples. They have feelings. I'm sure they do. Not sure I'll be taking any Star Wars Legion to Gen Con this year. I didn't last year and it didn't bother me one bit. I really, really, really enjoyed not having an army to, you know, pack away, to take, you know, to carry around. I really liked that. And if you've never carried a wargaming army around at a con, you can't tell me nothing. Or cosplayers, right? Cosplayers and miniature wargame peoples, all with their struggles to stinking carry their crap around or wear something 1,000,000 degrees hotter than it should be. I do feel bad for cosplayers in Indianapolis, man. It's friggin' hot in August. You wearing something skimpy? I'm sure that's something else. You know, hopefully you worked hard for that. But some of those are quite bulky and look like it's just a sauna in there. Do not want. Do not want. Yeah, once you get your badge, then you get your hotel room. Then you have the next struggle, which is event registration, right? And it's like I have a million things I want to do when I go to Gen Con, right? And there are only so many people that are hosting those games. And so in order to get in to those games, you have to put them on your wish list. And then, you know, on event registration day, you gotta hope that when you click, whatever server you're connected to sends your request in ahead of other people's requests for that same game. It is quite frustrating that once you click and it, you know, it's like thinking, and then you find out you are number 8 billion in queue. It just, your head just, I mean, you just put your head in your hand, right? You're just like, I'm not getting anything I want. What a bummer. So, you want to know my secret? You want to know how I get into the games I want every year? Or at least, you know, like 80% of the games I want every year? I don't know. I don't feel like. If you subscribe, I'll tell you. Tell you how I get all those fancy benefits, and I rarely don't get what I want. There's a trick, and I will share it with you. But there's a cost, barbarian. It's behind a paywall, or it's behind your free Prime subscription on Twitch. Costs you nothing. Oh no! I forgot to paint this person's gloves black. Whoopsie. Where's my Black Templar? For the guns, brim black, for the gloves. And I don't remember. Actually, I think that's black. I hope. I hope. Anybody watches Super Bowl? I didn't. I'm not an American football guy. How many other people did I forget to paint gloves on? This guy. Well, put a tally mark up for dropping minis. Only the first one today. We got Formula One picking up some steam. Oh man, am I excited for this season. Yeah. Who else? Pretty much everybody didn't get gloves painted. This is the benefit to batching. Do one thing many times, get it done. All right, who's next? Apparently I just didn't do it on anybody. Oops. Oh well. Got yours, you've got no hands. The people that are airborne, I do not attach their, or at least, sorry, not airborne. The ones that are with having their hands cross across their chest, I don't attach their arms. Because it's impossible to like paint their chest while they are covered with their arms. Like when they're folding their hands across their chest, you can't paint their chest. So I don't attach their hands yet. Yeah, batched minis, you know, it feels like you're making no progress for a long time, but all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, man, I'm on the last step with all of these guys, and then they're all done. It's like big win. But yeah, it does feel like nothing is happening. Can feel a little intimidating at some points. Actually didn't do any of your outfit. Well, I've got it. Might as well do it, right? Yeah, I forgot to do all her underlayment. She must have been hiding in my to-do box. I have a big plastic Plano box with all my in-process minis, like ones that have been primed or work in progress. I think she was hiding when I did all the others, all their underlayment bits. I can't even see it. Come on, Aziz. What are you looking at? There. Yeah, and it's not looking good right now just because it's just priming. It's just undercoating garbage. You guys doing all right out there? Not a lot of fun, exciting stuff happening here. I'm just undercoat stuff. Gotta start somewhere with these things. Yeah, she's starting to look better. If Aziz would focus for you. I'm trying to figure out what parts I want black versus gray on this model. It does look like I might have kit bashed a bit. I'm not entirely sure. Holy cow, did an A-10 just fly overhead? Either that or we're under attack. We live next to a, or not next to, but nearby is a National Guard airfield. They do air shows and stuff there. Usually it's just in the spring and summer that we hear those noises. Does she have gray pants? Or white pants? Or gray pants? A balak. You know what I'm missing on her? Something to hold on to. Better grip. Of course, remember with contrast and speed paints, long strokes. Keep your paintbrush on. Spread out the paint once, and then don't go back over if you can help it. Sometimes I cannot help it. You guys doing all right out there? February 14th is coming up. You know, don't forget. You got somebody special, or hell, even your parents. Best mate. Just a card will do. Just something to say, I'm thinking about you. I appreciate you. Something nice. You don't have to go full beans on something. Just think and tell them you're there for them, right? That's what it's all about anyway. Going through life as a team. Instead of all alone in the darkness. Yeah, I think I'm almost done with her black stuff. All the stuff that would have been done had I remembered her when I did the batching of the other guys. Gotta get all the little bits in between the holsters and things. And then I think I shall be done with black. Yes, 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 yes. I think. Oh. Now I gotta get my soap. Yeah, these speed paints. They congeal, so if you're painting the same thing, yeah, look at that, just nasties. Just coat your brush so when you re-dip it, you're just dipping over congealed fibers. Unpleasant. Definitely get yourself one of these little water jar nipple brush things. They're super cheap. Alright, skis. Where the hell was I? Gray? I think that's where I was. So this one was done with gray. We're just going down the line, right? Oh, gotta do your helmet, man. Totally missed your helmet. And right now I'm just going over everything in gray. Base coat in gray. Not quite a Bob Saget moment, but he did something I ought not to paint. You guys play Star Wars Legion? You guys got a favorite army? Droids, Empire. Empire's my favorite army. By far. Just because I like it. It's always been my favorite from the movies and whatnot. Definitely the easier to paint. Just white. White with a wash, basically. I mean, not exactly, but it's close. My son had to pick the clones, which is like fall livery nonsense. So you gotta paint them in a specific way. But that's how he gets his enjoyment. So I'm like, no problem, no problem. You want them purple? Got it, no problem. I can paint. And he knows all the liveries and all that kind of stuff, so he just tells me how to paint it, and I say, yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir. As you wish, right? Between the lines, as you wish. Tell you what, I already had one victory today. I remembered to take the trash out. Our trash company got switched, like we got bashed to another carrier or whatever. And they pick up really frickin' early in the morning. And I'm like, well, I can either have my trash out all night, which is an option, or I could take it out in the morning when I take the kids to the bus stop. So it is a reminder when I go to the bus stop and I see everybody's trash can out. Like, oh shit. Gotta get it out. So that's a win. That's a win for me. So I got that going for me, which is nice. And like I said earlier, we've got our destination for spring break figured out. So I gotta start, probably when I'm done streaming, I gotta start, figuring out hotels and events and things that occur at this place, which I will probably say when I'm back, where we went. But none of my kids have been before, so that'll be fun. But we do have to avoid a bunch of crowds, so I'm gonna have to make sure we get some itinerary stuff figured out. It's nice though that all my kids have spring break at the same time, so I don't that. Yeah, no, they all go to the same school system, so that is real nice. Oh my gosh, couldn't imagine. And my wife is going stir crazy. So she's ready to go now. This winter. This winter has wintered her. It has not been fun. She's ready to go right now. Go! Enter the black again. There we go. That would have been obvious. I'd love to get more of these done, but I have a feeling that we're going to be doing this next week too. I'm not an Olympic speed painter. If that was ever in question. Switching brushes. That wolf bristle one was not doing it for me. So I'm still learning about the whole multi-stream stuff, so I could always use help. If you guys see something or something seems wonky, yeah, just let me know. And if you don't want to post in chat, just send me a message. Like, send me a DM and help me out. I could use the help, so thank you in advance. If you see something, say something. Not like that. That's not what I meant. Oh, I missed this whole section. Whoops. Look at that. Just the angle. Yeah, but thanks again for the views. What do you guys think? Am I doing a good job here? Is this something you guys like watching or even having in the background? Hey, feedback helps. Along with all those, you know, follows and likes and whatnot. Feedback. Let me know. It's like, is this something that you could come back for more for? So I'm excited because today I realized it's probably about time to watch The Princess Bride with my littlest one. I am excited. My littlest one is my favorite. Don't tell anybody else. They probably already know, but yeah, she's my favorite. I have to be careful at times, like, not to be overly obvious. Which kid's getting all the favoritism? I know, were you your parents' favorite when you were growing up? Were you an only child? I was not an only child, and I was not my parents' favorite. It was very obvious all the time. It was very obvious. Oh, that's too much water. I feel like I've done a pretty dang good job as a parent. Got some asterisks, you know, and some footnotes to that comment, but I'm doing a bang-up job, I think. I'm killing it. Killing it. My wife, I'm pretty darn sure was her parents' favorite. I mean, I don't even have to really think about it. She was definitely their favorite. Pretty sure my wife's sibling would also agree. But I love doting on my kids, giving them stuff, buying them stuff, taking them places. I'm really hoping this spring break's gonna be awesome. And I'm gonna hear a bunch of "Thanks, Dad." That one's base coated. You and you. Right. That guy and that person are special. You guys are special. What times? Yeah, I probably could do with a 5-minute break here in a moment. This guy's pretty cool looking. He's got his little viewfinder down. Yeah, which one is he? See a rifle guy? Possibly. Those look like man arms. Yeah. Layering, 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 layering. All right, yep, taking a fiver. Give my hands a break. Give you guys a break. And get a water change as well. All right. I'll see you guys in just a few. We will catch back here in 5, and we'll continue. See you in a few. I am having all kinds of issues today. So I'm seeing unstable stream. I'm seeing that there's the little portrait one. And I'm on the alpha testing group for the